I want to welcome everyone back to another episode of Generational Investors. And everything is on fire. And I'm talking about it's been a fire sale in all asset classes. So I won't be with you too long. I want to share with you some of these stocks that I am buying on the dip, and hopefully you are too. All right, so we ain't wasting no further time. If you stay tuned towards the end, you know I gotta leave you with some gems that you can take away. And the first one that has sunk down is AMD. Yes, AMD. This past week, the earnings came out, and AMD just went skyrocket nosedive to the ground. How low can you go? How low can you go to the flow? Because that's AMD. That is what's been going AMD. And really, this is not financial advice, but I look at this as a long-term banger in my book. And so I'm not worrying about what's going on temporarily with these sinking prices, but AMD still have a lot of upside, still have a lot of potential to really skyrocket us to the next level. Yes, believe it will do that because they still have millions and billions of dollars being invested into this AI play. And when I say AI is steadily making quiet moves, so don't be distracted with what's going on, whether it's geopolitical or it is tariff talk or any other bad tweet that goes out. But AMD, by the end of this year, I believe we will be looking at a whole different price. Definitely a whole different price target. At the minimum, they are looking that it can easily go from 250 to 300 in between. So we have to wait and see, but AMD is one of my long-term bangers. And we're going to talk about Google. Yes, Google, whether you watching this on YouTube, because Google own that too. Gemini, yes. Okay, they have other different revenue streams that Google is putting their money into. And another one that did well, a little bit better than AMD, but also nosedive to the ground. Yes, that thing went low. And when it goes low, we buy some more. That's right, because Google is another heavy banger, long-term banger on my portfolio that I continue to buy despite of what's going on in the stock market. But Google has a lot of upside, a lot of potential where we will see this price at times recording is a steal. This is a steal. You have other long-term investors and all the other big names are buying Google at this price as we speak. So do what's best for you, but remember, do your own due diligence as well. So I'm excited for Google. And then we are talking about Amazon, another one that fell to the flow. It went low. Yes, it did. Earnings, definitely, they did not do well, but that's okay because as long as they're at Amazon Prime, as long as there's AWS, we continue to see where Amazon gonna be. Okay, as long as they are continuing to be the leading e-commerce leader, don't worry, Amazon is at a steal. When I say this price is dipped, it's dipped, but I ain't tripping. Like I've said, and I'll say it again. Remember, you have to do your own due diligence and you have to do what's best for you at the end of the day. But these three plays, I will continue to add to my portfolio. And if you stay tuned towards this bonus, got to add SPMO, the ETF that I continue to add to my portfolio, my son's portfolio. This is the momentum play. If you are new to the investing game, you got to start with the foundation. The foundation is the ETF, the Exchange Trade Fund, ESPO, BUG, BOO, VTI. Just do your research in ETFs, but SPMO, I'm going to buy some more. And definitely, if you stay tuned towards this portion, you know I got to drop the gems for you. In these times, protect your capital. We got to protect our capital because there is so many distractions. There is so many scams out here. There is so many things that's going to try to pull at you to get your money. Okay. So we got to be smart about it. We got to stay research. We got to do our homework. We got to just continue to do our due diligence in this space that we're in. And then we got to continue to buy that dip. Okay. With these prices that are on discount, you got to have a long-term mindset with these assets because these are the times where millionaires and billionaires are made. They buy the dip. They're not as, when it comes to the green, just like when we get happy about the green, we got to start rubbing our hands together like Birdman when it got red. When we see blood in the streets, when we see all these prices tanking, that's when most millionaires, billionaires, they've been saving up. They've been cashing up during these times to buy that dip. Okay, so it's all about, my last point is having a strategy and having a system. Let me know, do you have a strategy? Do you have a system? And not even just when investing, just in life. Got to have a strategy, got to have a system. So in 2026, you haven't thought about having a strategy or a system, now's the time. What is your strategy for your family? If you have a family, what is the strategy for your bills? What is the strategy for working out and being fit? What is a strategy for stimulating your mind? And start thinking about it. Start implementing and evaluating. What is a strategy for your friends and your family? Systems. Because those who make the money, those who are good stewards with their money, they have established a strategy. Every team, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, whatever your favorite team is, has a strategy. They have a system, and they have a winning strategy if they continue to win championships and continue to excel at a high level. So you have to start looking at, what is my strategy? What is my system? So if you stay tuned towards this portion, smash that thumbs up, hit that like, and that subscribe in before we go. Stay tuned for that live. We will be going live on February 6th. If you are just checking this out, definitely chime on in. Got some momentum, got some motivation, inspiration that I want to share with you on the next live. You missed the first live, just get ready for this part 2 because I got some heat for you. So if you have enjoyed this, see you in the next one. Peace.